What does Jerry Garcia mean to Trip?
Jerry Garcia to Trip means wonderful, beautiful, light, happiness, creativity, family, kindness, some sorrow being that he's gone. And I think Jerry has touched many of us in many different ways throughout our years in life. And I think that Jerry will affect us even more as we get older.
Well, I know you're right, I'm gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, I know you're right, I'm gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms.
I have two favorite Jerry moments. One was Highgate, Vermont, the first time they played there. The end of Standing on the Moon. He was just doing that thing he does at the end where he's like, I'd rather be with you over and over again. And I know it sounds melancholy or hippie, but I cried. It was so moving, it was so soulful, it was unbelievable.
The Playboy Mansion video is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. It's the funniest thing ever because I think they dosed the entire Playboy Mansion. And when he was the chef, they was making the walnuts wrapped in bacon. Those two moments.
Seeing him at Pittsburgh with cut off sweatpants where one leg was way lower than the other.
Nice.
That's good.
He was always in the peak of fashion.
Oh yeah.
I must have been about 14 or 15, and I went to go see them at the Academy of Music in New York for the first time, and they were doing Tennessee Jet, and he went, and I was like, oh, and I always wanted to be able to do that. I was still searching for the one note. So.
I would have to say that my favorite Jerry moment, this is strange, but it was when he broke a string in Hamilton and it led them to do Hey Jude. And it was the first time probably 99.9% of the people there had seen it. It was my first time, and so I got to experience, because of him breaking a string, I got to experience a first with that many people.
It was 1969 or 1970, and they were on stage, and they were playing in Piedmont Park, and somebody gave an Atlanta policeman something that made him take off all his clothes and ride around naked with his cop hat on, and seeing the guys in the band laugh at that was priceless. It was a wonderful moment.
The other one was Knickerbocker, 91 I think maybe, but they did Scarlet Fire in the second set, and I think it was the first solo in Fire on the Mountain. He was like soloing around, like clicking on his MIDI effects. I'm a flute, I'm a trumpet, I'm a this. All of a sudden he got this raunchy guitar sound, just like snarling Hendrix raunchy, and his head went back, and he was like, yeah, and he just started wailing, and he was moving more than I'd ever seen him move, and the crowd went completely bonkers because he was just like, oh, feeling it, you know, and I was like, Jerry's moving, you know, and it was hot. Woo! I need a cigarette.
Well, I know you're right, I'm gonna miss me when I am gone. Well, I know you're right, I'm gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms.
Jerry's passing, you know, he's not all that gone for me. You know, when we're playing, I can still hear like the crinkle of his guitar. I can tell which direction he's going. I can hear the notes on the scale, all that kind of stuff. Somebody lives in your head and in your heart for that many years. It's not going to go away. It's not just going to, you know, it's not like you can turn it off just because somebody, you know, checked out. No, that doesn't happen, at least not for me. And not for anybody I've ever known, for that matter. So he's still very much there as far as I'm concerned.